Let us all do we can to build a better future.
So I have one of the most Florida stories that we can possibly do because, of course, it's from Florida, so it makes sense. How do we start this except by starting it? Florida school is firing anyone who gets vaccinated because why not live in reality when you can live in Miami private school reality where hurricanes don't exist and I'm sure the world is only 3,000 years old or whatever. A Miami private school has told teachers and employees not to get the COVID-19 vaccine, citing false information and unsubstantiated anti-vaccine theories. The school said it is their policy not to employ anyone who has taken what is it called the experimental COVID-19 injection. I mean, this is a story that literally only could happen in Florida. I don't care if we read about it anywhere else. It could only happen in Florida. Those are just Florida schools that are outside Florida in my mind. So, CBS Miami obtained a copy of an email sent to parents from the Center Academy on Monday. Centner. I really would love to know if they just accidentally, when they put the school together, misspelled center. That would be amazing. Really would. The school said until further notice, it is asking any employee who has not yet received COVID-19 vaccines to wait to do so until the end of the school year. Yeah, when you're around kids, so it's even easier to not get it or whatever. We also recommend that all faculty and staff hold off on taking the injection until there is further research available on whether this experimental drug is impacting unvaccinated individuals. Isn't that sort of the most ass-backward thing? They're like, oh, we got this pandemic, and by the way, we've been covering India, and it's like, I feel like India is actually a much better representation of how bad this vaccine is. It's like, we sort of forget, we're like, oh, we got modern technology here. We got oxygen, which is a really big deal in many of the severe cases that we've just had in America. They don't have that in India. They're dying really fast in India because they don't have modern medical stuff. And it's sort of like, same with vaccines, like they're just so effective for the most part that we forget that the things we're fighting are bad because of that. So that's what's happening here. They're now more worried about this weird made-up thing that this Florida school is coming up of people getting infected by the vaccine, not the virus, which is ass backwards. Like I know we have we talk about issues we have with the pharmaceutical industry and all. This is interesting. Anyway. It is our policy to extend possible not to employ anyone who has taken the experimental COVID-19 injection until further information is known. The Centner Academy email offers no scientific evidence or authority to support the claims made. The school, which is run by Leah and David Centner, it's their name, opened in September 2020, according to CBS Miami. So it's a school that just opened by people that are probably, interesting. The email to parents gained nationwide attention Monday, prompting the United States the teachers union to release a statement.
Okay,
It's just a weird story. It's a stupid story, but it's a very Florida story.
All right, let's go ahead and address something that's fundamentally important about this vaccination. I understand there's a lot of people that are scared of this vaccination. I understand that people are making a choice of getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. But firing people because they're getting vaccinated, because look, in a school environment, you're going to be around a lot of people. I do hope.
And literally the CTU, we were covering with the CTU going through this entire process for this reason.
Yeah, well, we have people who are, again, in the CTU who want to make sure that, look, you have a lot of teachers, they're the faculty staff, they all want to go back to, they all want to go back to school. They all want things to go back to normal, but they want to make sure that everyone's properly vaccinated. And at the same time, too, everyone's safe because these are kids, these are families, these are people. And it has me concerned about how this is all going to play out in the long run. And with this story coming out of Florida, I'm kind of concerned about what's happening in other states as well, and what this means in the long run, because you just can't be threatening to, fire somebody because they chose to make a decision like that. So there we go. I mean, it's the one thing. Okay, so Daniel, when you were reading this story too. One thing that upset me too is that it's this idea of also getting involved in someone's privacy. and that is, how
Yeah,
do you know
hey,
when someone got
I'm-
got vaccinated? I mean, I get it. Like,
I'm not going to bet on this, but my guess is this is a conservative school. And I
okay.
would say to these people, even if they're Democrat, it doesn't matter. Same thing. It's just more ironic other way around. That's not very freedom of view.
Yeah, exactly. So again, we gotta be smart about this, and just don't fire somebody because they're choosing to get vaccinated. I mean, look, I understand, but here's the thing: another perspective, like, because I got vaccinated, okay, and I have a lot of my other family members that got vaccinated too. I understand though why some people are hesitant
Yeah,
of
I
getting a
understand that.
vaccination,
Yeah.
and I am not going to be like, well, here's what happened.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
the
I'm
same
not going to
thing.
yell or be like
We're
a
not-
Puritan. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
because again, big pharma and these pharmaceutical industries are the ones that are doing this. They're the ones that are causing this mistrust, and it's corporate media that's giving all this misinformation. I mean, in 2022, I mean, we dealt with nothing but, you know, back and forth from corporate establishment media, Dr. Fauci, and again, a big pharma making all these promises, and it's understandable why there's people scared and nervous, but
Yeah.
don't hold someone's job, or, you know,
It's just as stupid to tell everyone under threat of force to get vaccinated to under threat of non-employment to tell them not to. It's just the exact same thing. It's just done in another direction.
exactly. And I think that's a good note to end it on.